I got the strums. Come on. Okay, we're actually live now. Holy shit. Took me long enough. Alright, you know how I thought I was gonna play... You know how I thought I was gonna play Star Force in the morning? No. No, I could not play Star Force in the morning. Because it's out 11 hours from now. Fudge. So, no dice, unfortunately. So, we stick to the original plan, which is to play Super Robot Wars 30 and try to beat Chapter 8. I gotta get to this finish line somehow. But that somehow is gonna be a bit of a long one, I suppose, so... I guess that's just the sticks this morning. But I think I'm back, or at least I'm back enough that I'll probably be okay to try and finish SRW. Make no mistake, these longer battles, I think I'm just gonna throw all restraints to the wind. Or maybe we should just actually do the story mission. Alright. Damn. How do I want to do this chapter? Because there's the DLCs, but I might just go for Judgment. Actually, fuck this. Let's just go for Judgment. What am I saying? Let's go. The time has come, Carlum. Magisters, masters, so you've reached the answer. Theirs is just like any other civilization we've met before. After several thought experiments and rigorous debate, we have reached a conclusion. That is the way of the Quaestors. pursuers of the ultimate truth. Karlum, you must thank those who have participated in our thought experiments and bring our warning to the survivors of Eos. That is your duty as the new ruler of the planet. I understand. Then, in the name of the Quaestors, you must tell the Earthlings their future. This is the conclusion brought upon by the people of Earth themselves. We're merely supporting it. We are the Quaestors, seekers of truth in a godless world. We're almost to Antarctica. I hope this will finally clear up who the Quaestors are and what their purpose is. Yeah. Since they have extraterrestrial origins, Chief Taiga and Chief Akamatsu will also be present at the meeting. I see. What's wrong, guy? You seem mad of it. Mikoto, I know this isn't the best moment, but there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about for a long time. Now that you mention it, back in the trinary solar system, when you became Genesis Gygar, you said we'd have a long talk later on. I did, and I want to have that talk now. Mikoto. Yes? Will you marry— oh, whoa! Wow, this is not what I expected this early in the morning. She didn't even hesitate. My goodness. Yes, but come on. I know you well enough to know that's not all you wanted to talk about. Oh boy, you really do know me too well, Mikoto. Of course I do. We've known each other for how long now? So, about marriage. Before we left for the trinary system, they gave me a full medical exam. Do you remember? I remember how Swan and Papillion played around with you in name of collecting evoluder samples. The truth is, I heard the results of the genetic exam before we left. Apparently my evoluder genes are almost impossible to suppress. So, they're extremely dormant? I mean, they're extremely dominant? Long story short, my children will always be evoluders without fail. But, oh no, don't go into that ideology. It just leads to Char. And that's not an outcome you want, I think. Sorry, I think my mind's been kinda soured on new types after, narrative. Holy crap. But, back to this, though. But isn't that a good thing? If all of humanity becomes evoluders, we'd have a lot less to fear from attacks like this. That is true, but if I happen to have a trait that's makes me more vulnerable to genetic disorders, it would be inherited by all my descendants. Oh, right, and we can't reliably screen for it. Also in the distant future, there might be a conflict or discrimination between evoluder and normal humans. Think of how Amuro was treated after the 1-year war. It would be that all over again. You've been worrying about this all by yourself all this time. But you've also been thinking about it, haven't you? I have. Besides, I don't want to have children with anyone other than you, Mikoto. Oh my. I mean, I'm a semi-evoluter myself, a cross between human and new machine species. Right. Crossing our genes would mean fusing the G-stone with the Z-seed. And no one can predict what that might cause. So, we're not allowed to have children. This isn't about whether we're allowed to have them or not. I personally think that we shouldn't, but I don't want to choose for the both of us. That's why I wanted to talk about it with you. I feel the same way, Guy. More than anything else, I want to be with you. I do want to marry you. Besides, just because we can't have children doesn't mean we can't be parents. That is true, though. Like, I know it's complicated, but I don't know. Maybe it's just watching too many Yakuza games or things like this, but I guess I have a certain appreciation for the adoption type of storylines, and I guess in general, it's not a bad thing. They might not be your kids in blood, but you are ultimately picking the choice to try and give someone a second go at life or a fuller outing. That's a wonderful thing, isn't it? This kind of sappy thing coming from me is kind of nuts, but here we are. Oh, and there we go. We know very well that blood alone doesn't make a family, just like Mamoru or Ikumi. And when one day our kids will ask us, "Are you not our real dad and mom?" we'll tell them, "Of course we are, we just had you a little differently." You got it. Ah, I want enough. Oh my! I think we have to ensure humanity has a future. Although, honestly, if people want kids, I mean, as long as they're willing to accept the consequences and things that come with it, I think that's also fine. I wonder if I'll ever know that whole idea of, like, having your own kid and raising someone from start to finish. That's probably a future perhaps too far away for me. Or probably not even ever gonna happen. Never really know about these things, huh? Anywho, we have to end the senseless war between humans, Quaestors, and 000. We'll do it, Makoto. We'll keep fighting for everyone out there. Yes, together we'll overcome any hardship. Alright. Oh boy, time to get into the battle. That's what I'm here for, kind of. I'm actually here for the next stage after this, which will have a lot of events. Excluding the NSX, which is guarding the perimeter, each ship has arrived at the point designated by Curulum. Why would the Quaestors summon the Dry Crews? I imagine they're going to reveal the result of their testing of humanity. Or maybe it's a declaration of war. That is one of the possibilities we're expecting. Either way, we should finally be able to find out who these people actually are. The Quaestors are coming. Welcome to these frozen lands, Dry Crews. Spare us the pleasantries, Curulum. Oh, I was simply trying to greet you the Earth way. Would you allow me inside your ship? This is a rare occasion, after all. Very well. We may be able to understand each other if we talk face to face. A sensible answer, Mitsuba. I trust those are your own words. What is that supposed to mean? I can see my remark was unwarranted. I'll be there shortly. I think Mitsuba is being mind-controlled. At least, that is my highly likely guess. Leanne, guide his machine towards Hangar 1. If they're willing to fight, we'll answer in spades. Yes, ma'am. Should I have every mobile team stand by on the other ships just in case? Make it so, Exo. Come if you dare, Quaestor. I'm ready to take you all on. I mean, technically that wouldn't be out of the ballpark, but... Now then, allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Curulum Vol, Action Commander of the Quaestors. First of all, I must apologize for coming here without bringing a present. This is extremely rude of me. Apologizing for that makes it even worse, just saying. Oh, I see. You must be Edge. The attitude you show me your future king is more ill-mannered than I could have imagined. Don't start calling yourself king, pal. Alas, that was not my own decision. So that's Kurulam Val. Just like we thought, he doesn't look like an earthling. Tamaki, shut up. Oh, I'm not reading this. He's hard to describe, maybe unearthly. Kurulam. No need to serve me tea and biscuits. This is enough hospitality for the time being. Are you being a little too cheerful? I might be. You see, I've been looking forward to this day. Mitsuba, how I've longed to Question mark? How I've longed to see you. Back off! You can't just waltz inside the enemy ship and start hitting on the captain, you son of a... That's enough, Edge. Kurulam, I want to know the reason you called us here. As you know, we Quaestors have asked you several questions during our previous interactions. You should know that it was an experiment. We were testing you Earthlings, and we now have reached a conclusion, which I'm here to present. A conclusion, you say? You're free to do your own experiments, but why do you need to let us know the results? Hello, Kirim! We are deep in the trenches. This story is heating up! Except we're in Antarctica, so it's about to get a little chilly. We, the Quaestors, are the pursuers of ultimate truth. According to the conclusion we reach, in other words, according to the truth, we hand our judgment upon a civilization. Your judgment? First you're the king, now you're the judge. Who the hell do you think you are? Do you fancy yourselves gods? It would be within our rights, after all. You annihilated the divine civilization Eos. Exactly. I had a sneaking suspicion that was the case. It's true, then. Eos was destroyed by the Quaestors. How much do you know about Eos exactly? We know they were a highly advanced civilization who brought to Earth the power to oppose the Quaestors, and that your headquarters are in the same subspace where the legacy of Eos is resting. Is that all? Well, that explains a very great deal. What do you mean? If you knew the truth about Eos, you'd see us, their destroyers, in a different light. Eos, the self-proclaimed divine civilization. She and hers were the scourge of the universe, acting self-righteously in the name of God. Say what? They were one of the oldest civilizations in the universe. They would often bestow intelligence to the native inhabitants of various planets. Hey, isn't that just like the Walgaru? Now I get what Lilith meant. Eos, the divine civilization, and the Walgaru, the hand of God. Both are connected to a godly presence, but it seems like God was just how they rationalized the idea of beings from other planets who brought them progress and evolution. When one of the races they nurtured developed a civilization that did not satisfy their requirements, they would erase that civilization. As their creators, they claim to be taking responsibility for their own failure, you see. That's just cruel! I see now. That's certainly the height of arrogance. The Quaestors were one of many civilizations that incurred the wrath of Eos, becoming a target of their purge. But our ancestors fought back in the name of freedom and justice, and in the end, the target of destruction became the destroyer. That's right, we brought freedom and justice back to the universe. Now I'm starting to try and sound like Anakin Skywalker. I don't know why this line makes me think of Revenge of the Sith. But, well, don't worry about it. How dare you! Miss Ochideka. She must want to confront the Quaestors, her killers, directly. Oh my, what a surprise! If it isn't Lady Orchideka, a survivor of the divine civilization Eos. Yes, you're quite famous. The lone woman who kept opposing us hundreds of Earth years after Eos's end. Looks like you've chosen the Earthlings as your new tools for revenge. I only want to restore order to the universe. Order? Eos has no right to utter that word. You would punish in the name of God those who did not meet your standards. There was no order in what you considered peace. That's because you fail to understand. Without someone to lead them, every living creature in the universe is doomed to chaos. Fear not. As long as we Quaestors exist, that will never happen. We will make sure of that. Who gave you the right? It seems you have yet to realize where exactly you stand, Orchideka. Whatever divinity you might have had was lost the moment you were defeated by your creation. In slaying the gods, we have become the new gods, a simple natural progression. Unlike you lot, we are not ruled by arrogance and self-righteousness. You're not doing a very good job of convincing me of that one, bud. We pass our judgments only through repeated experiments and debates. That is how we reach the truth. Silence, you swine! How dare you talk back to your creators? Oh, so confident, even all by yourself. Or maybe that's just the arrogance of someone who yet fails to realize the truth. Heed me, Orchideka. We, the pursuers of truth, will protect order in the universe in place of Eos. Silence! 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 Be silent! Oh no. Miss Orchideka? Maybe you should calm down a bit. What are you doing? This conversation is clearly meaningless! Kill him already! Then send his mauled corpse back to them! That will teach them to defy us! We can't do that! Attacking those who have requested dialogue can only worsen the situation. I wasn't asking, Earthling! I was ordering! Okay, I think I might actually agree with Karulum there. No, she needs to go down. Him too, but I think she needs to go down first. Because Mitsuba has been acting a little too bloodthirsty, even for someone like me. Holy shit. I thought I was the bloodthirsty one, but no. She's got me beat by a country sack. Lady... Oh, jeez. When Van says you're off the rockers, you're really far gone. Lady, I think you've got some wires crossed. We are not your servants. Looks like there was some truth in what Karulum told us. You wretched Earthspawn! Very well! Ah! This feeling. This is just like those other times I was losing myself. Go now, my slaves! Slaughter the Quaestors! Oh no. Uh-oh. What is going on? I'm not sure, but I think she's sending orders directly into our brains. Well now, I'm impressed by your force of will, Edge. You're actually resisting Eos's obedience gene without any assistance. When we first clashed, I realized that you were Eos's vanguard, but never I imagined you'd be able to reject her influence. Karulum, What the goddamn hell's the obedience gene? It's a bit of genetic information Eos would bury within their chosen species before bestowing them with intelligence. Eos would then exert their influence over those genes through a psychic signal called subjugation wave, ensuring the absolute obedience of their subjects. My head feels like it's splitting. No, someone's entering my head. God damn it, I'm losing myself. I'll stop being me. You gotta fight it, guys. Stay strong. Why do you resist, Edge St. Klaus? You even need to ask? It's 'cause I've always lived this way, and I plan to keep on doing it. My mind belongs to me and no one else. What? How? Listen up, Orchideka. Only one person gets to decide how I live my life, and that person is me. I'm not giving up my future to watch a witch hell bent on revenge like you. Your future. The subjugation waves are weakening. She must have been overwhelmed by Edge's spirit. Still. Uh-oh. Our ship's crews. I'm not surprised it wouldn't work on aliens like myself or Mamoru. But why can't some of us break free from her control? I think the only people still under control are officers from Military Academy 30. What the hell is going on? Mitsuba, take lead of my servants and slaughter the Quaestors! Uh-oh. As you command, Mistress Orchideka. Good girl. The time I spent nurturing you was worth it. Oh. Get your mitts off Mitsuba. What the hell do you mean, nurturing? Heh, you never noticed. She's been under my control from the start! What?! It all went exactly as Fikes and I planned. In order to control you as a group, I would occasionally manipulate Mitsuba's consciousness to direct her. Are you saying that she was your puppet? Your wild instincts did smell something off about Captain Mitsuba, Shinobu. It must have been Orchideka's influence on her I was sensing. Deep down, you were aware of this Edge, St. Klaus. That's why you felt compelled to protect her. Because the power you were gifted with was there so you could serve as Eos's vanguard. Is that what Fikes meant by being gifted? Yes, you were fated to be my servant from the moment you were born. Me, Mitsuba, everyone, we were always pawns in the hands of Eos. Hello, Daemon! Hello, welcome. It has been a long time, and as you can see, I have an upgrade. Kind of. Well, okay, it's not the most motion-bending upgrade, but it is an upgrade nonetheless. The full debut is, well, in the previous stream, but that is that, and we are here now. With me as L to D. Been a long time coming, huh? No, it's not 3D, it's L to D. 3D would kill my entire budget. That would at least cost me 5K. That's a lot of bills I'm not gonna be able to pay if I did 3D. But anyways. But you're repulsive, Orchideka. This very arrogance is the reason you were destroyed long ago. Enough! You won't leave this place alive, Quiesters! If you force my hand, I will activate the Kalish Giri in orbit and fire it on... Oh. She has control of that?! This! Oh. I don't like using this word that much, but no, I think this warrants it. This bitch! This bastard! Could this get any worse? Anyways. Wait, what? Hell, she made Commander Mitsuba keep the Kalish Giri intact just for this? All hands, attack Karulam! Do not let him escape! I have a duty to lead this planet down the right path. I fear I can't let you kill me! What do we do, Captain Bright? We absolutely can't ignore this. Whoa! The Drystrager is starting to move! This vessel is under my control! Those who do not follow the will of Eos must be eliminated! This is why this vessel was created! All hands fall back! Prioritize your own safety! So you won't obey me? Then you'll get what you deserve! Urkadeka, you witch! Alright, I don't normally advocate for this, but Edge! Punch her! I think we might actually need to do that, as much as I hate advocating for this. We're kinda boned. Status report. All members retrieved by the other ships. The only people left on Drystrager are those under Orkadeka's control. No response from the Drystrager. Situation inside the ship is unclear. Karulam is still on the Drystrager as well. Quiesters incoming! Oh, hells! They've never deployed such a formation before. In other words, they're serious this time. Get ready to return fire. All ships deploy mobile teams. Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is all terrible. No, these are items, yeah. Damn it! How are we supposed to take out a whole army without the dry stridger? We'll figure it out. The dry stridger's not gonna fix itself, so we gotta make it through this! You okay, Edge? Oh shit, I forgot to pick Edge. I kind of want to do over. Okay, hold on. I want to do over. Got me Resident Evil 2 and 3 Remake 6, which I will never play. Don't worry, you can watch me play 6 eventually. Alright. We gotta pick the right units. I need Edge in this. Okay, which means we're skipping a lot of dialogue, holy moly. I'm not reading all that again. I love the fast forward button. It's so good. Oh, as for Resident Evil, I've entered a bet. If I get through Resident Evil, my friend has to get through Trails. This is kind of more lopsided in my favor, but we'll see. Hmm. Hmm. Sorry, there's a lot of mechs to scroll through. Okay, I think this is everyone that I wanted, for real. Okay. We've got to stop. We've got one pissed off would-be goddess to deal with. Yeah, with these things in the back, I don't think we're taking any of those out in record time. Where's a decent row? I don't see any decent rows to shoot. Maybe I should just take this one step at a time then. Alright, I'll let the animations play out. Oh. Oh, it needs to be this. Oh wow, it's so dead. This might be overkill, I think. I've got 2 long battles to play through. Oh yeah, no, this is definitely overkill. Holy shit. Where did I put Misaki? I wonder if I can just drive Misaki deep into the enemy territory and just... How many things am I hitting with Psy-Flash? Oh, pretty respectable amount actually. I think I have no choice in this matter. If it doesn't kill them, it'll severely maim them. But no, I was definitely counting on the kill. That's looking like a pretty Psy-Flashable thing to me. Okay, I think if I move down... Okay, we can definitely speed up this battle considerably by abusing Misaki and his bizarre powers.
動の行動パターンは知っている。ファイヤーブラスター。
Oh.
進んだ文明が相手でも引くもんか。何があっても何が起きても最後までずっと一緒だ。私たちは一つ。光の螺旋。
お前たちに問う。屈辱とシャクティがみんなを守るために母さんのガンダムなんだ。 V2 を信じる。最大パワー。もっと加速だ。これで決める。ビクトリー。
All right. Way to go, Uso.
グリッドマンを助けて、キャリバーさん。
分かった。アクセスコード。グリッドマンキャリバー。俺を使え。グリッドマン。グリッドキャリバー。
Perfect.
俺の中から湧き出てくる。これはなんだ。グリッドナイト。ナイトサイバーエンド。
Feels like a black hole cannon is a bit of a step too far. But we definitely have to gain the advantage here. Somehow. So my special power was just another one of Eos's presents. Looking back, she was probably behind me getting into the hookabine. But protecting Mitsubo was my choice and mine alone. I'm not letting her take credit for it.
お前らの問答に付き合うつもりはねえんだよ。とっておきを見せてやる。こいつで足止めして。落ちやがれ。お前たちに問う。危機とは何だ。ちょっとやりすぎたかな。3G グリーン長官代理の戦い見せてやるぜ。行くぞ。
Oh, I forgot to activate the passives for double. Oh, god damn it. Next turn I'll get it online. And dead. Alright. I'll admit though, my units are really overtuned for hard mode. Good lord. I can't wait till the next game where I actually might have to use tactics. That sounds a bit comical when I put it like that.
きる看護くぞ。
Nice. Okay, Shine Spark is a bit overkill.
覚悟しな。やるぞ、ハヤト、フィンケ。ゲッタービーム。
Damn, I'm still on my first turn. I really gotta go, go, go. Okay, we're thinning them down. This is it. So I think I'm running out of... Well, they're certainly running out of units. Oh, I forgot to activate the extra turn. Oh, god damn it. Alright. Sure, why not? Get a ship kill.
コディミオを前に出す。
座標軸転送。目標位置速度予測進路 87.5%。
訪問開け。発射。
That ought to cut the enemy forces down to size.
3人で決めたんだ。自分たちの心のために戦うって。心の力を炎にする。は
Alright. Ooh. Okay, they only have 8 mechs left. I think we're massively winning. Oh, very terrible choice. I almost feel bad for the enemy. Almost. Great Scott, are you seeing this? Someone's hijacking the communication network of the entire solar system. What did you say? Incoming transmission to all lines! People of Earth, we are Quaestors, pursuers of the ultimate truth. We have recently subjected you to various tests with the aim of examining you from different perspectives. We have finally reached a conclusion. I've arranged this forum to allow every single one of you to listen to our judgment. That is, to the truth. What I am about to say is of the utmost importance for the future of your civilization, so listen carefully and take it to heart. The truth that we, the Quaestors, have reached is that humans should die. Come on now. What? What did I say, everyone? What did I say? This is too predictable. You Earthlings are unworthy of existing. I have been evaluating and balancing the scale of truth. On the right side, humanity's foolishness. On the left, its danger. In the end, the scales were tipped to the left. Humanity has proven how dangerous it is. If left to your own devices, you would eventually become a threat to other civilizations. For the sake of universal order, we, the Quaestors, have decided to annihilate humanity. This is a declaration of war from Earth's new king, Karulim Val. I imagine you will disagree with our decisions, but allow me to reiterate, you, humanity, brought this upon... No, this is a bunch of stubborn heads who decided we should die. Fuck y'all. You want war? I'll give you war. I'll give you so much war you'll never want to exist in 19,999 timelines. That is a threat. A big threat. But anyways. We are not gods, and thus, we only examine the facts, draw a logical conclusion, and act accordingly. I hope that you follow reason and peaceful... Fuck no. Anytime any villain ever says peacefully accept your fate, that's code word for die. Just get your asses kicked. Go home. Oh no. Whatever shall I do? Another evil overlord saying Armageddon. Oh man. You are not the first, and you are definitely not going to be the last, huh? They're going to annihilate humanity? So that's your answer, Quaestors. How much better than us do these bastards think they are? Ultimate truth, my whole ass. They're doing whatever they want. But we won't obey. You lack the wit to accept the wisdom handed down by the Magister. Still, now humanity will be forced to think about its future. You like answers, Karulim? Well, here's ours. We're gonna fight back with everything we've got. And still you choose to resist. I don't think that's really hard to comprehend. On what kind of history does a race willingly take their genocide? Facing down, bending backwards. Fucking nobody. Maybe in fan fiction, someone's gonna beg, oh, okay, let's just let the aliens overlord just kill us all. This will be fine. Or maybe some ass kisser would do it in hopes they'll be spared, but fuck no. Fuck these guys. They want war, I'll give them war. Zip it. We're gonna deal with Orchideka in no time, you'll see. Mitsuba, open your eyes! Axo, Leon, Miyu, Irene, Mavi, Asis, Jiquan, Kana, Rockin! Remember your will to fight. Don't tell me you forgot your duty as the crew of the Drystringer. Edge! It seems Mitsuba's subjugation is wavering. Was it Edge's word, or was it his powerful will? Silence, Quiesters! Your time is coming! Now go, tear that pig from limb to limb! No, I don't want... What is the meaning of this? Why aren't you obeying me? Well, it seems he was able to reach out to more than just Mitsuba. Edge, why are you still fighting us? You have the gift, do you not? You certainly never bore me. Shh! Silence! Shut up, Quiesters! I do pity you, Orchideka, still clinging to a glory long gone. I just have to intensify the subjugation waves. Then nobody will be able to resist, not even those with recessive obedience genes. Yes, every single Earthling will become my soldier! That's quite enough, Orchideka. You? Sorry, but your revenge ends here. What's this? Huh? What was I? How is this possible? They should be under my control. Oh, I've been working on a device that negates subjugation waves on the side. Looks like I finished setting it up in the nick of time. You what? Simply put, it's an application of Psychomu tech. It replicates the psycho waves of someone with a strong resistance to your subjugation waves. Specifically, the psycho waves of the one person who carries your obedience gene, but will never submit to you. Edge Sane Klaus! As to its effectiveness, well, you can see for yourself, the Drysterger's crew is no longer under your control. How? How were you able to act of your own accord, Mavie Hawkins? You were supposed to be under my full control, like Mitsuba. Simple. I thought this might happen, so I prepared accordingly. Okay, I'll be honest. I was saved by Drysterger's ace in the hole. What?! Orchideka, both you and the Quiesters have greatly underestimated us Earthlings. We're taking back the Drysterger and everything we hold dear. What is this? It's time you went back to sleep, in the deepest recesses of the Drysterger's systems. No! You can't do this to me! I am Orchideka, of the divine civilization Eos! Thank you for the power you've granted us, but from now on, we'll be protecting our planet of our own accord from now on. Ah! So you've managed to get out, Carulam? This is Lieutenant Ranald Hardin of the Drysterger. We have broken free of Orchideka's influence and have recovered control of the ship. XO? We owe this victory to our XO. We may have been dancing to Orchideka's tune, but in the end, she was dancing in the XO's headspace. You gotta be kidding me. I've been preparing for this very day. We don't need to fear Eos any longer. Now we fight by our own free will. What happened to Orchideka? She's sealed deep within the ship's systems. She's not getting out of there anytime soon. Does your foolishness have no end, Earthlings? How do you plan on fighting us without Eos's favor? You know whose favor they've got? One stronger than yours? Mine's. Okay, that's just breaking the fourth wall. I'm kidding. That also kinda sounds like a legitimate threat you would write in a fanfiction. But this whole game's a fanfiction, so I suppose that's not out of the water parks here. Or, anywho, are we truly the fools here, Carulam? Do you really not see that you're contradicting yourselves? You have rebuked Eos for their arrogance in the past, and yet you follow them in their footsteps. You're wrong. We're nothing like those she and hers. The fact that you must be annihilated is the truth we have reached after a series of tests and debates. You're arrogantly pushing a choice you've made by yourselves onto us. Yeah, we could never agree to that. It's true that there are a lot of bad people out there, but there's also plenty of good people. You can't just lump them all together and erase them because you feel like it. That is the answer reached by the Magister and the Masters. In other words, that is the ultimate truth. You're pathetic, Carulam. You sure aren't king material, that much is clear as day. Excuse me? You're just this Magister's guy's yes man. You can only do as you're told, am I right? There ain't much kingly about blindly following someone else's orders without thinking for yourself. I'm blindly following someone else's orders? Oh, I get it now. You guys also have the obedience gene, huh? Edge, I won't allow you to besmirch the Quaestors any further. Oh, so you can get pissed off, eh? I like this Carulam better than the one spouting nonsense about the truth or whatever. Bring it on, then. I'm ready for you. No, not this time. Oh, come on. Bitch, don't run away. Get back here. I got a black hole with your name on it. Dry Cruise, you're going to realize how powerless you are without Eos's favor. But rest assured, even after your fault, I don't know. I think I'm gonna make you fall first. Fucking cowards. Could it be that a new enemy is coming? The dimensional distortions caused by the 4 pillars of light are gathering here in Antarctica. The dimensional boundaries of this area are going to collapse! Uh-oh. I think it's a girl. It's the Limpid channel! Uh-oh. It's Sakura! This is Sakura's will, I'm sure of it! She's reaching out to us from the wormhole. It's coming. It's crossing the wormhole to come here, to Antarctica. It's coming. The Conqueror King! Conqueror King Genesik! I thought the Conqueror King was sealed in Jupiter. Why is it showing up on Earth? By crossing a wormhole, time and space lose all meaning. And since the dimensional boundaries are pretty brittle here, it just needs a little push, huh? But what does it want? The annihilation of all intelligent life. Just like we wanted when we were its thralls. So the final battle will take place in Antarctica. Look! It's the Zero robots that vanished alongside the Conqueror King at Jupiter. Hinoki, if we heard Sakura through the Limpid channel... Yeah, Sakura must be inside the Conqueror King. The hell? This is the worst case scenario. Even so, we must fight. If we don't stop it, it'll destroy humanity. But Guy, don't get me wrong. We're going to defeat the Conqueror King and save Sakura. We can't do one without the other. Now we're talking. Never give up, no matter the hardship. That's how a brave fights. Captain, the Dreisterger is ready for combat. Please take command. Captain. Mitsuba, if you're not up for it, let the Exo handle it. You don't have to force yourself, but if there's something you can do, you just gotta do it in the best way you can. That's just the way you are, right? The way I am. A determination that I will never yield. All hands prepare for battle! Mitsuba! Aye aye, Captain. All hands prepare for battle! We're going to hit Conqueror King Genesik with everything we have. Concurrently, we will rescue Sakura Akamatsu, who is presumed to be inside of it. Copy that, Captain. Come on, guys. Let's show the Quaestor and Orchideca what we're made of. Go, humans, go! Alright, alright. I'm running out of breath, but... Come on, Conqueror King Genesik! It's time we finish this once and for all! Alright, let's get these guys. Okay. I'm definitely gonna need a drink break after this one. Ooh, nice 10% crit. Wow, everyone really hates Hikaru. Okay, that was probably overkill. Okay. Holy shit, everyone fall back. Okay, I think we can surround King Genesik and get him the next turn. Alright, the king is close. This is it.
V2 で力比べは分が悪いけどブレイクシンセサイズ G セットダブルシナプス斬撃
ゼロロボめ宇宙の摂理などに何の価値がある。テイクオン。 緒だユウタ。
空飛べる人お願いします。
ああ、俺か。アクセスコードスカイビッター。悪い、遅くなったグリッドマン。
よし。大空合体超人スカイグリッドマン。
アップレーザーサーカス。
Let's do it.
すごい迫力。もう王様って感じ。
頼むぜユウタ、グリッドマン。みんなの力を一つに合わせるんだ。
I probably should have used Ryoma for the alpha starter. I'm sure this guy has potential to, well, yeah, potential. Oh, jeez. That's a king among the conqueror's thralls for you. That thing's no pushover. It could take us all down in a single hit if we're not careful. That's what makes it fun! It's the ultimate thrill! Dry Cruise, don't worry about Sakura. Just give it everything you have. Chief Akamatsu. If any of you were to die because you were trying to save Sakura, I couldn't. Raise your head, Chief Akamatsu. As a father, you're the last person who should be crying right now. But, look at them. There's not a single soul out there who has given up. Please have faith in us, Chief Akamatsu. We're going to save Sakura and beat the Conqueror King. We swear. That's the G3 way, and the Dry Cruise way. Everyone. Blah! Please save my Sakura! Them's the words we were waiting for. Don't worry, Chief. We're going to save her without fail. Is it just me, or is this thing stronger than it was back at Jupiter? The G-Stone must be reacting to Sakura's bravery. Why is 000 so bent on destroying humanity? Does it hate us so much? No, that's not the case. It doesn't hate anything. In fact, it's not thinking at all. Correct. 000 is a natural phenomenon, so to speak. Think of it as a hurricane, a cosmic scale one at that. Back when we were Conqueror's thralls, we never felt any hatred for mankind. We were only driven by a single thought: we should not go against cosmic law. But we humans always fought back against natural disasters that threatened our existence. Since the dawn of time, this is no different. You are correct, children of man. I knew the Bettermen would come to save us. Like you, we also inhabit this planet. Today, Somnium and man stand together against the Aura of Dawn. Yeah, this is the fate of every living creature. Let's fight together, Somnium. Give it everything you have. Warriors, this is the time for bravery. Roger. Don't hold anything back. If we lose here, it's literally the end of our universe. So fire yourselves up. If anything's ending today, it's not going to be our universe, it's going to be you, Conqueror King. If we work together, there's nothing we cannot overcome. We're going to beat you, rescue Sakura, and save the entire universe. Oh boy. Oh shit, I actually get to control this thing. Problem is... I'm sure this thing has potential. Fuck, I knew it. I hate this skill. Why can't I just circumvent it? Alright. I'm asking for too much. How did this... Well, actually, yeah, no. Conqueror King, we're taking Galleon back. We're going to rescue Sakura. We will protect our universe and our future.
戦いを終わらせるため今こそ勇気ある者の使命を果たすシステムチェンジダブルハンマーコネクタゴルディオンダブルハンマークラッカーモード
獅子の血脈が根絶やしにされるや
Oh no!
こんなものじゃないはずだ破壊よ
We're admittedly doing a lot better than the books. The decisive battle against the Aura of Dawn. Sarah, I will require your powers. Very well. The true goal?
破壊王我らが魂魄をとしてお前を撃砕するシャー
「
き薄の道開く。この次元宇宙彼方へ去れ。
Oh, this is not good. Is there any way I can finish this in one shot? Genesik is clinging on to life, which is really annoying. Support. Oh fuck! No! If I do that, it's gonna get shot down! Okay, what attack do I have that can... Ew.
てめえをぶっ壊すのはサクラを助けた後だ。ドラゴンのパワーを極限まで引き出す。隼人、ビケ、タイミングを合わせろ。おう。ゲッターシャイン。
Oh fuck, Ryoma might actually kill it. If Ryoma kills it, I might need to restart this battle. Ow!
大したことねえぜ。さすがゲッターだな。物足りねえ。もう一発いくぜ。ゲッターコマフー。
If this kills, I'm gonna be sad. Ooh. Alright, this is it. This ends here. We're up against the... No wait, we're up against the Conqueror King Genesik, Mamoru. You know what this means, right? I know. This isn't an opponent we can yield to even for a moment. Even so, we will definitely rescue Sakura. Defend the universe without sacrificing a single life. Achieving that is what makes us braves. Oh shit.
ライガ博士や赤松長官のためにさくらさんを救い出す。イクミ、一緒に頼む。ヘルアンマヘル。キルキルガンゴールフォー。シータ。
It's over. We did it! Mamoru, Ikumi, Renace, we need to do this together. Got it. Hell and heaven. Kemukiru Gango Gufo. Fita! Sakura is safe! Well done, brave ones! Sakura! It's finally over, Guy. Conqueror King Genesik has been defeated. The threat of 000 is no more. A shame about Genesik, though. Ah, I really wanted to see Guy pilot Genesik Gaigar. Don't worry, we extracted its GS ride, so damage from the explosion was relatively small. So Genesik Gaigar can be revived? I think so. Bring Genesik and Miss Sakura aboard the GGG division ship. Then we'll start considering ways to restore Genesik Gaigar. We look forward to the return of the strongest King of Braves. Ah. Alongside the 2 galleons. Hold on, Betterman Lamia. The Conqueror's thralls are defeated. Shouldn't this bring an end to your own battle as well? No, not yet. Source of evil, we Somnium have no future as long as you exist. Hold on a minute, what's that supposed to mean? Is the source of evil Guy? Are the Bettermen and Guy going to fight? Would you say the same even if I decided not to have any offspring? If Makoto and I were to have children, they'd be evolutors too. If this fact could become a seed of conflict down the line, then... that is a choice we expected you to make. However, we're still fated to be in conflict. I see. In that case, I accept your challenge, Betterman Lamia. Even if you could stand against the Conqueror King, I will not lose to you. That day will come soon, Evolutor Guy. Guy? About what Lamia said, and about your children. I'm sorry to worry you like this. You've heard correctly. If Makoto and I want to live on, we must fight against the Bettermen. For her sake, I will not accept defeat, Lamia. Captain Mitsuba, Commodore Fikes is inbound. Would I be correct to assume this was all part of the Commodore's plan, EXO? Yes, ma'am. If you need further details, please ask him directly. I think I will. We need to be ready as we can be for the challenge that humanity is about to face. In short, this was all part of an elaborate plan of yours, Commodore Fikes? I won't make any excuses. In fact, I will also acknowledge that I deliberately used all of you to ensure its realization. Would you mind telling us how this all started? Of course, it was 8 years ago, when we were recovering the ship that became the base for the Drystringer. That was when Orchideica, survivor of the divine civilization Eos, made contact with me, the man in charge of that operation. And it didn't take long for her to bring me under her control through the obedience gene. The subjugation wave. As you know, the obedience gene's receptiveness varies between individuals. Of course, Orchideica was also aware of this fact. Thus, to make sure we'd fall under her control, she emitted subjugation waves at their full output. As a result, with the exception of myself, all of the people first lost their minds, and then their lives. What? That means, had Orchideica unleashed her full power, you might have shared their fate. As I was the only survivor, Orchideica decided to make use of me to increase the number of her useful pawns. To ensure my own safety, she reduced the intensity of the subjugation waves. After about 3 years, I was finally able to break free from her control. That sounds easy when you put it that way, but you can't just wish the waves off. You must have done something borderline crazy to accomplish that. I can't deny that, in order to reject her domination, one requires a very strong will. I had to resort to a primitive method to accomplish that. I found I could keep my free will through physical pain. Through pain? A method full of risks. You could have easily lost your life. I had no other choice. It was either that or remain under her control. Now, I can say that I won that bet. I was able to feign loyalty while preparing my counter-move. At the same time, I started gathering those who had awoken to the special powers of Eos, as per her instructions. That must have been the lab we were in, Organization A. It all makes sense now. Military Academy 30 was part of the plan as well. Whoa, slow down! Are you telling us we were involved in all this too, Commodore? That's exactly what I'm telling you. The Academy was a gathering ground for individuals with particularly receptive obedience genes. In other words, those who would become the perfect pawns in the hand of Orchideica. Then the original crew that died in action? That was a false report. You were intended to be the crew of the Drystringer from the very beginning. I can't believe this! We were so frantic back then because we thought it was an emergency. Had you told us the truth, we might have prepared better. Like I said, I deliberately used you. Even if some of you were to die, or were to completely fall under Orchideica's rule, those would have been acceptable losses, as long as the Drystringer could be a weapon capable of protecting humanity. That's all that mattered to me. For the love of... do our lives have any worth to you? I must repeat myself, I'm not trying to make any excuses. Feel free to hate me. If you want off the ship now that Orchideica's contained, I'll get the paperwork. I understand that you're upset, but I suggest listening to the good Commodore a little longer. Were you aware of his plans, Chief Mavie? I had an inkling. You don't really let a bunch of rookies, fresh out of school, crew a secret military weapon, you know? So I started looking for a common trait shared by the initial crew, that is, the Military Academy 30 graduates. And that's when I found that we all shared a certain genetic trait, the obedience gene. My theory was confirmed the moment I found that Edge carried the same gene. A vagrant that happened to share a same genetic trait was put in charge of another secret weapon. I was sure that was the key to the mystery. But I couldn't investigate any further using the equipment aboard the Drystringer. The risk of being intercepted or monitored was too high, so every time we docked somewhere, I'd get off the ship and continue my work elsewhere, in secret. Well, until the XO noticed, that is. I'm guessing the XO was your spy, Commodore Fikes? Not quite. He was my ace in the hole. Officially, he was there to provide support for the inexperienced crew of the Dreistriger, but the truth is, I chose him for his genetic trait. His obedience gene was one of the least receptive ever recorded. I honestly didn't know about the plan. I was only instructed to support you from behind the scenes. Part of my duties consisted of observing your behavior and reporting it to the Commodore. I was told it was to monitor your mental health. Incidentally, the Commodore suggested there might be a spy aboard the ship, and that I should only ever make my reports off-board. Thanks to his report, I was able to bring Mavie Hawkins into my plans. With that said, I only figured out a way to deal with Eos after the pillar in Ondis. Any longer than that, and I would have had my own share of bad time. Chief Mavie almost fell under her control at one point, but I was able to treat her in secret. At the same time, we were already setting up a countermeasure for the subjugation waves, see? After that, I pretended to be under Orchideica's control. I have to say, fooling her was quite the thrill. Then the XO and I worked together to finalize the anti-subjugation wave device. Even so, had the timing not been perfect, Orchideica would have unleashed her waves at full power, and everyone most likely would have died. That's why I couldn't reveal any of this. Forgive me for keeping this from you, Captain. You made the right call, XO. Thank you for all the hard work you've done for us. I'm honestly amazed, XO. The bumbling fool act was just to trick Orchideica, huh? That was so believable. No, that's just normal, Reynold. An act convincing requires a level of craftiness that he simply lacks. That's not a compliment, Mavie. If there's anyone that you should all thank, that would be Edge. Me? That's right. Orchideica's obsession with you gave us the opening we needed. Without you, I wouldn't have been able to activate the anti-subjugation wave system. Dang, Edge! You're surprisingly awesome. Never judge a book by its cover, I guess. Oops. For your flaky attitude, you sure know how to pull through when it counts. Nah, my book's pretty much what it says on the front cover. I'm a vagrant. But even Orchideica said, forget about all the nonsense she spouted. I know I did. Chief Mavie, what's Orchideica's status? All green, she's sealed behind a 5-tier security locked deep within our systems. She won't be able to do anything. For now. The Dreistriger can be operated through the subsystems we prepared beforehand. Good. To me, this feels like the end of a major chapter of my life. Commodore Fikes. I don't have anything else to add. Do you have any questions? What should we be doing moving forward? Now that the Quaestors tipped their hands, we should answer accordingly. Don't forget that the Quaestors are not our only enemies. I'm expecting every other organization out there to start making their own preparations. But with Orchideica's gone, is there a point to us being on the Dreistriger? As I've mentioned earlier, if you want to transfer away, I'll make it happen. Don't make me laugh, old man. We're not puppets in your stupid play. Sure, we all boarded the Dreistriger as part of the plan you and Orchideica laid out. But that's not why we've been risking our lives. It's because we believe in what we're doing. He's right. I'm going to keep fighting because I want to. Aww. Alright then, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. We're not doing it for you. We're going to fight because we want to. I'll be working with Staff HQ on an anti-Quaestors strategy. Keep operating as an autonomous corpse as you've always done. Follow your judgment and act as you see fit. Yes, sir. We'll talk in your quarters. We'd like that, sir. If I may add some final words, I know I've said it before, but it bears repeating. The outcome of this battle rests on your shoulders. But those words hold a different meaning now. You may have been pawns in Orchideaca's revenge plot before, but now you, the Dry Crews, are a true autonomous corpse. All this great power is at your disposal. I know you will use it in the right way. There is nothing else I can do. I can send messages and handle cleanup, but I leave the rest in your capable hands. Dry Crews, keep up the good fight for the sake of the future and peace of humanity. The XO asked me to see how you're doing. He usually can't read the mood for crap, but he can be very perceptive when he wants. It wasn't just the XO. Captain Bright, Koji, Amuro, Izuru, Yuta, Kallen, Hikaru, Daba. Well, pretty much everyone's worried. Seriously though, I'm impressed by the XO, who knew he had it in him, huh? So, what did you and the Commodore talk about? He told me about your past, Edge. That scumbag! No respect for a man's privacy! Don't blame him. I asked him about it. I wanted to know more about you. Bet you're disappointed. The cool wandering hero turned out to be your run-of-the-mill government-made killing machine. And his special talent was a present from some divine civilization. If you had told them, they'd all look at you differently. I mean that in a good way. I think they'd be kinder to you. And thanks, but no thanks. I like my position as a carefree wanderer. There's no point in thinking about the past anyway. Besides, I'm pretty sure everyone here carries some kind of weight on their shoulders. With that said, today I finally got it. All that cruel training was for the sake of resisting Orchideaca's rule. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for the hell I went through. That doesn't mean I'm letting that scumbag off the hook, of course. My friends died for this! But you told me you wanted to protect me, but that too must have been a task engraved into your genes. Mitsuba. It was not me you wanted to protect, but the version of me under Orchideaca's rule. That's not true. When I said I'd protect you, I did it out of my own free will. I still feel that way. No, I feel stronger about it. How's that for proof, huh? You're strong, Edge, but I'm afraid I don't believe in myself the way you do. I can't tell whether I've been fighting this long because I wanted to, or because Orchideaca wanted me to. I'll admit you've acted funny a few times. But you're still yourself. We all think so. What if myself is just my inner Orchideaca? How do I know whether my answers to Karulim's questions were my own? And if our current situation is the result of her influence over me, then... forget what that prick said. He was trying to rile you up. More importantly, what if my feelings for you had been caused by Orchideaca's influence as well? Well, what about now? She's not here. How do you feel? I don't know. If you don't know the answer, then you'll just have to look for it, won't you? Edge. It was the same for me, back when I escaped from the lab. I thought I lost everything. But I kept fumbling about, until I managed to hold on to something. That's why I'm here now. So, it's not like you lost everything. You still got me. Yeah. Not just me, you know. There's the XO, Lian, Jiquan, and everyone else. And not just the crew of the Drysterger. Everyone in the Dry Crews has got your back. Aww. Jeez. I had a funny thought in my head. This is kind of the, I blame Xenoblade 2. The only thing I know about Xenoblade 2 is the one scene where, Rex is like, I love you and all you guys. God damn it, why was that scene so funny? Anyways, back to this. But for now, you're the only one I want by my side, Mitsuba. There's still so much I need to think about, but there's one thing I was able to confirm. My feelings for you are genuine. They were always my own. Glad to hear it. Then let me say it again, clear as day. I'm going to fight to protect you, Mitsuba, now and forever. Wow, this really is a love declaration. But I'm gonna be honest, I'd ship it. I'm not normally a shipper, but I know a good ship when I see one. Eventually. Come on, everyone's waiting for a rousing speech from their captain. I know, but first, let's stay here just a little longer. As a... Oh my. Let's do that. Oh, come on! After I screwed up the courage to say that, you could at least try to look cool? Sorry, I think I'm all cooled out for the day. Aww. Today I make a new start, as the captain of the Drystriger, as the leader of the Dry Cruise. For the future of humanity, I will unite the world together, alongside my beloved comrades. I really wonder how this scene plays out. With Az. With Edge, it's a ship. Come on. Okay, this is it. This is the moment. The moment I've been waiting for. Okay, let's save. I need a lot more water because I'm gonna read a lot more dialogue, and this is gonna be a bird brain. Alright, give me a hot minute here. I will actually just be right back. Gonna be a bit of a long BRB, but, well, I'll be back nonetheless. Okay, we're back. Let's do this. One more mission. Eos's subjugation waves operate by influencing the human subconscious. I was hoping we could use them to bring Sakura back to consciousness, but it didn't work, did it? It's not that easy, huh? Well, I'm glad to have her back in one piece. Chief. I owe you all. If you hadn't stood your ground like you did, Sakura wouldn't even be here now. For the last 10 years, I've been donating the royalties from my inventions to all sorts of medical institutions. I believe in the power of science. The more it advances, the more we find solutions to our problems. One day, someone will find a way to wake up my Sakura. I believe so too. Guy, Makoto, don't you give up either now. I'm sure that one day, even the whole issue with the evoluters and kids will be solved. Thank you, Chief. Ah, we won't have children the normal way. Ow. Blood relations aren't always all they're cracked up to be. We know one or two things about that, eh, sis? I'm looking forward to Genesis Gal Gaigar restored to its full glory. This is the mission. This is what I've been waiting for. Dr. Raiga, you coming down with something? For some reason, I can't stop sneezing. Well, there ain't no viruses in Antarctica. It's gotta be something else. At least pretend to show some concern for your old man. Kids these days. Yeah, I definitely know what you mean, Renice. I would learn to accept it, Shigeru. Some bonds can't be broken, no matter how much you hammer them. Well, anyway, how's Genesis looking? Would you like to be the one to answer that, Dr. Raiga? Oh, would I? Gather around, people. This is some serious stuff. I get all the people involved with the Green Planet, but why do we have to hear about it? Dunno. As Genesis Gal Gaigar's GS ride was removed with Hell and Heaven, we were able to avoid a major explosion, and the damage is pretty basic. The purification removed all traces of 000. As far as physical repairs go, we're pretty much done. That's wonderful! Then Guy will be able to pilot Genesis Gal Gaigar again. Our battles are getting more and more intense, so this is definitely good news. But here's the serious stuff. Genesis Galleon and the Genesis machines were severely eroded by 000. They're not fully operational. The Genesis machines' control cores could all operate on their own back then. Are you saying they won't wake up again? I honestly have no idea. I think their self-repair systems are working even as we speak, but I couldn't tell you whether they'll be done in a few days, a few months, or a few years. So they won't be ready for our upcoming battle. Well, I wouldn't say that, you see. Cut to the chase already, you old fart. Let me guess. You're going to have 6 people do fusion with the machines to control them in place of the control cores. What the? How did you know? Ha! That was a shot in the dark, but it looks like I hit bullseye. Oh, come on! I had it all planned, with all the tension leading up to the dramatic reveal. Uncle Raiga, who will be the 6 people? Well, you already figured it out, but they're already here. Mamoru, Ikumi, Mikoto, my sweet Renais, and finally, Keita and Hinoki. Say what? I can understand the holders of the G-Stone and the J-Jewel, as well as a semi-evolutor like Miss Mikoto, but why the two of us? Yeah, I mean, we're dual kinds, sure, but that just means our brains are special. We've got normal, squishy human bodies. That's the thing, Keita. It's your brain that matters. Exactamundo. The plan is to have you all fuse with the Genesis machines and create a neural network with all the super AIs under repair. It certainly is the fastest way to replace the super AIs, and only dual kinds would be able to perform such a feat. That is the plan. What say you? I'd like to confirm we're all on the same page. If this means reviving Genesis, I'm in. Of course, I agree, as an Earthling and as a member of G3. I'm more than happy to help Guy. You freed me from the Conqueror's control. I guess I owe you this much. If I'm with Officer Aono, then I'll do it. If I'm with Hinoki, then I'm okay with it too. Put me in the Lion, Black Swan, whatever you want. And actually, you two are going to take those drill moles out for a spin. Hey, are you saying we belong in a combiner's feet? Then it's settled. Mamoru Amami will take Genesis Galleon. Ikumi will take the Gadget Gao. Renai Shishio will take the Broken Gao. Mikoto Utsugi will take the Protect Gao. Keita Aono will take the Spiral Gao. Hinoki Sai will take the Straight Gao. And Gai Shisho will be in charge of the combined form. These are the fusion personnel of the final Gao Gaigar. Final Gao Gaigar? Indeed, Genesis Gao Gaigar, the original, was resurrected in the Trinary Solar System. But now it is being born anew, in order to bring an end to every and all conflicts. That is Final Gao Gaigar, a name that carries our hopes. To symbolize that, look here. I've had this mark engraved on Final Gao Gaigar's back. These are all the G3 emblems, past and present, merged together. Correct. This emblem is filled with all of our hopes and dreams. I call it the G3 Gathering Emblem. I understand, Chief. I will fight to bring an end to this war alongside my comrades, bravely displaying this emblem on my back. Guy. Uh-oh. We'll have to deploy in our usual machines. No, stay here. What? But why? The final King of Braves must be completed as soon as possible. Of course I agree, but they are also coming. The Bettermen. Is it time for our final confrontation, Lamia? Oh boy. Alright, it's time to whip out the A-Team. I can't show any mercy. I've shown enough mercy through this stream. It's time to cheaply destroy everyone in a ridiculous fashion. I guess I could summon both Ryomas. Everyone, as leader of the Dry Cruise, I want to say a few words. Today marks the beginning of a new battle. Like you, I will be wagering my life in this conflict. Thus I ask you, please lend me your strength, to me, and to all of humanity. Of course, we're all in this together. We're counting on you. Mitsuba, I mean it. We've always shared the same ideals, no matter how we express them. That's just as true now as it's ever been. Yeah, the Dry Cruise wouldn't be the same without you, Commander Mitsuba. If you're up for it, then so are we. Don't go thanking us or anything. You don't even need to ask. There's a reason we're all here together. So let's just do our best, Captain Mitsuba. Together! Aren't you gonna say something? Everything that's needed to be said got said. No need for me to butt in. Even so, Edge, you have my gratitude. She wouldn't be back on her feet if it weren't for you. Quaestors incoming! Ever since this Magister made the Antarctic Proclamation, the Quaestors have been showing up all over the solar system. We must show them that we're more than willing to oppose their egotistical agenda. I think I picked the wrong unit. That being said, how many lines do we have here? Were it so easy, huh? There's like 2 here. Yeah, there's like only these 2. Damn. And so it begins. I think I can wipe out one more line, but this looks like it's gonna be it. Because let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How much is this? If I stand from here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, no. Alright. Line by line, that's exactly how I'm gonna do this. Just to make sure they all die miserably.
騒ぎあるところにラバーマイロードありってね。バスターランチャーエネルギーイン。この間合いならばそこを。 俺にはやらなくちゃならないことがある。マスターランチャーを出すぞ。叩く。もらった。
Okay, good show. Let's see. We might just be skipping a bunch of animations from here. As much as I don't want to, our time is a little strapped. Like I said, it's time to show no mercy. But I'm skipping animations because we're just gonna see Gridman use his Grid Caliber end like 7 times. Okay, I wasn't even paying attention there. Is that just how far removed I am? Oh shoot, I didn't deploy Misaki, did I? Ah shit, we really do have to kinda do this manually. Oh man. Oh, that is a very interesting AoE. If I push ahead to one square... Damn it! This thing is just hard locked to... whatever that is. Genesis Galleon and the Genesis machines are ready to go. Alright, final fusion approved. Everyone, let's do it! Final fusion! Final go! Guy! Gar! The final king of braves! The ultimate Gao Gaigar, bringing in the technology of Earth in harmony with its alien origins. That's what we've been waiting for, our King of Braves. You ready to stomp some faces, guy? Yes, I've never been more ready. The final Gao Gaigar is filled with everyone's hopes, everyone's dreams, and everyone's bravery. That's why it won't lose to anyone. Final Gao Gaigar, show us what you can do. Let's go, guy. Let's! All of our hopes and dreams for the future have merged into one single form. This is our combined bravery. This is Final Gao Gaigar. Oh. Darn. I think the bolting driver's not going to be too great. But Hell and Heaven Unlimited? Wait a minute, doesn't it have a super attack with big fingers? Alright, well this is too frustrating to use. Aw, yeah. 7 fucking pilots. Why is this so busted? 7 fucking pilots. That's not even the worst part. I think since most of them are actually great aces, yeah, everything's pretty high. Ridiculous. None of this makes sense. I basically have like 90 gajillion damage amps. Mamoru, I'm here, guy. Ikumi, ready. Renice, just say the word. Hinoki, I'm mustering up my bravery. Keita, today I'm a brave too. Mikoto, wherever you go, I'll be there with you, guy. Their lives, their bravery, are in my hands. Onward, final Gao Gaigar. Our powers combined will bring an end to this war and every war. Boy, wouldn't I like to believe that.
迷っている時間がない。
Oh shit. I don't think it's gonna kill. Well, never mind. It might actually score a kill. Holy shit. This thing is dangerously broken. Damn. I guess that was in too perfect of a position. Yeah! We're gonna carve a hole into the enemy lines! They'll feel the wrath! Oh, damn it! I really wish it wasn't a fucking square. With just one more range and I could hit these two. But they're too far apart, so, well, I guess we'll just have to settle for this then. Go on, guy! Break the game! This is what I've been waiting for! Good lord, this is ridiculous! Yeah! Yeah! Oh, this is great! Please, let me keep using this broken-ass machine. This is beyond wrong.
遅いガジェットチェーンウィルナイフ 前を向くんだヒロキ
ありがとうライさん。
遅いガジェットチェーンウィルナイフ 勇気を忘れるなケイタ
This robot. This power. I might as well just end turn. There's just no need anymore. I think I will actually just end the turn. It's over. It's actually just over. These fools, they have no chance. All Quaster forces have been eliminated. Aw yeah! How's that for final Gal Gaigar's first battle, huh? Not over yet. The Betterman! It's been a long time coming. Betterman Lamia, are you here to settle your score with me? That is correct. Evolutor Guy, you, the source of evil, and we, the Somnium, we're always fated to fight. If that's what you want, I'm ready to fight you. Hold up, Guy. Who said you'd be doing this on your own? You're our comrade. If someone shows up and declares you their enemy, then they're going to have to deal with all of us. Everyone. It's like you said earlier, Guy. We want to bring an end to the entire war. I mean, to this entire war. We've been fighting together for a long time. That's not about to change now. And there you have it. Come on, people. It's time for the Dry Cruise versus Betterman. Lamia, you saved me more times than I can remember in the past. But if you're going to fight against Guy, so be it. You can fight as a group if that's your desire. It is one to us. The decisive battle against the so-called King of Braves? Now this piques my interest. This must be done for the sake of the time of Patria. Come. He really means business this time. All the better men coming at us together, huh? Then we'll fight back with the combined power of all humanity, the Dry Cruise. Let's go, everyone. Guy, we just finished prepping the latest tool. This is the Goldion armor. Handle it with care. Copy that. With our strengths combined, we will win this battle without fail. I'm warning you, bettermen. In the end, victory goes to those with bravery. In other words, to us! Darn right. Ooh. Ooh. I feel chills. Alright, time to put my back into this one. Sadly, no one has zeal, so, yeah. Upon this day, we conclude our fated duel. I accept your challenge, Betterman. I won't let you take Mikoto's life or mine. We're all fighting to live because we are humans, living creatures. Behold, Betterman, this is the power of our life. Oh wait, shit. Oh. Darn. I forgot to turn on the animation. Oh well. This is fine. Shit. Does this guy recover a bunch of health? That would prove a problem. How much energy recovery this guy have? Oh, crap! Okay. I see now. They weren't kidding. This is a raid boss, which means I have to deal with this accordingly.
敵になったからには容赦しないぜベターマ3つの心を巨大な一つの力にする全力だ出し惜しみすんじゃねえぞゲッターシャイン
Nice shot!ドラゴンのスピードについてこられないようだな Oh! Oh, crap! Wait. Wait, hold. Hold on! I need to score the kill with Gao Geigar's best attack! This ends here! Oh shit! Oh man, let's go! Cinema. Just cinema. Oh wait, I can't take a screenshot of this, god damn it. Victory is ours, Betterman! We acknowledge our defeat, children of man. Tell me, Lamia, why did we have to fight like this? Yeah, I thought you guys had a symbiotic relationship with humans or something. With humans? Certainly. With, evolutors? Not quite. A hybrid between man and machine is not a human. That's our conclusion. And yet, we were defeated. Evolutor Guy. The time of Patria is now beyond our reach. Even so, I would like to thank you for agreeing to our fated duel. What is this light? About 10 years ago, according to the human calendar, a certain spirit wandered inside my sepulchrum. While I've enjoyed having a conversation partner, I've noticed a certain desire to leave in recent years. That wish should be granted. Chief Akamatsu, come to the laboratory immediately. Why? What's going on? Well, I guess you could hear her over the intercom. Where am I? What is this place? Sakura! Sakura, you're awake! Good morning, Dad. Ah. So her consciousness was with the Betterman. Where are you going, Lamia? We have always dwelled within the depths of the unknowable. We once again return to the shadows, until the next source of evil threatens the existence of man. Wait, Betterman. You've returned Sakura's soul back to us, and for that I thank you. But would you really say this is over? What do you mean? Humanity is not out of danger yet. If we lose any of the upcoming battles, mankind may very well be annihilated. My, that is certainly right. If you, Somnium, can truly only coexist with humanity, then your battle is not over yet. Evolutor Guy. What is it, Betterman Lamia? Your words speak truth. If man requires our strength, then call upon us. You're going to help us? Until we reach the time of Patria. They're gone. No, Lamia is by our side. I'm sure of it. He promised he and the others would help us, and I believe him. Then they're going to fight with us. Thank you, Betterman. From now on, you are also our comrades. We will fight together for the future of humanity. Well then, we will return to orbit base and prepare our countermeasures. Understood, Special Chief. The GDF has announced that they'll soon be leading an assault on Wolgaru's gate. The device that allows the Wolgaru to enter our solar system, right? An operation of that magnitude is basically an open challenge to the Wolgaru. You'll most likely be asked to join them. Good luck. Sakura wants to go with you guys, and I'm not about to deny her wish. Aww. Use final Gao Gaigar well, you hear? Remember, everyone has to work together for it to function. That means Guy, Makoto, Renais, Mamoru, Kaido, Hinoki, and Keita. So in order to deploy final Gao Gaigar, we won't be able to use Gao Faigar, Gao Gaigo, or the Kakuseijin. That sums it up. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Why the fuck would I go back to any of this? Why would I not just use the supremely broken 7-pilot fucking mech thing? No, seriously though, this thing is busted. It's just not right. And so the Quaestors are starting to move. Those who destroyed Eos, one of the eldest civilizations compared to our own. Even so, we need not fight them. Their genes are meaningless to us. The problem is that Quaestors could end up annihilating the Earthlings. We must secure a genetic sample from those primitives before it's too late. Oh boy. Ugh, who are those Quaestors anyways? What a bunch of jerks. Oh, this isn't good. It looks like that pillar of light is destabilizing your little paradise. If you're not careful, I'm afraid they might even step inside. No, I will not let that happen. Gridman, those dry cruise jerks, the Quaestors, I'll crush them all. If I don't, I'll... Uh-oh. We must get our revenge first. Hamelin's pipe? Oh. We just have to keep doing what we're doing. You could have created the pure world that Charles couldn't. Amandra? For my sake? You wish for me to go to Pentagona? Uh-oh. They will tremble by the mere mention of my name, Debonair. Yawn. Ah, yeah. I'm gonna dump my credits on this. I think this is a good spot to end for now. Because we have far too many missions. Yep, there are way too many missions to do. It has to be this way! Power! Unlimited power! Okay, we also have a whole lot of extra P points, so... Okay, I have to put a lot of the good shit on... I think SP recovery is going to be really good on... Oh wait, no, it only counts towards Guy, never mind. That's it, no. Slap attacker on there. I'm going to turn this thing into the most murderous robot I've ever seen. This thing is gonna be so fire. Holy shit. I've won. I've effectively won. This shit about to slap so fucking hard. Oh, baby. Okay. I think I gotta go now. That's enough fun for today. But, in any cases, though, time for me to go. I'll see everyone later for Final Fantasy IX! thanks for staying with me through my bad voice acting and a whole lot of other things. We finally have the final Gal Geiger. Oh, baby. I'm gonna snap this game in half next time. But, until then, take care, and have a good night, everyone. I mean, good afternoon. Not night. It's not nighttime yet. Shit. Anyways, see y'all around.